Detmore 101 here with another Makes Money or Costs Money tool review, and today we're talking about the, what is this company called? Collins spring clamp, I believe it's called. I don't know what it's called. Spring clamp, that's what I'll call it. And this tool is basically for clamping miters together. Think outside miters for baseboard, outside miters for crown molding, maybe some outside miters for casing, shoe molding, stuff like that. Now, this is a very powerful tool, and I think most trim carpenters can easily call this a money-making tool because it's not expensive. There's a caveat, though. I think when you first use this tool, if you're a novice, you almost rely on it too much. And by that, I mean you, instead of cutting your baseboard right the first time, you might try and put 20 of these things on there to close a bad miter. And this isn't an excuse for bad cuts. You can't overcome a bad miter with these like you could to some degree with a clamp. This doesn't have that type of clamping force, and it shouldn't be used for that. If you've got a outside miter, this will squeeze the glue out of a good miter that lines up perfectly. It won't close a bad miter, and that's the difference. If you can't get what you need done with a couple of these, then you probably need to work on your carpentry work rather than adding more clamps. So that's how I feel about these. They are great. An application I would use this is outside of a shoe molding, or say you have a baseboard that has a little profile at the top and it's lining up nicely on the flat portion, but the top is a little bit flared out because that's the wood's cupping. It'll pull that little bit in and get it to line up till the glue sets. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't want to see my coworkers putting 18 of these bad boys on, and then all of a sudden we've tripled our labor in the filling process because we have 100 little indentations to fill. So big money maker, great for what it's intended, but not an excuse for not knowing how to properly measure angles. Money maker for sure, though. Over and out.